Hello again. Welcome to a new tarot reading from me. This is the reading for the upcoming week, the first whole week in the new year. January 5th to the 9th, the first work week. I know that at least in the country where I live right now, we have a bank holiday on the 6th of January because it's El Día de los Reyes, the day of the Holy Three Kings, or the Epiphany. I'm not sure what it's called in English. But yeah, in my home country, we don't celebrate this at all. In my home country, on the other hand, this is actually the day that we are supposed to remove the Christmas decoration because it's the 13th day of Christmas. So, some says it's the 13th day of Christmas, some say it's the 21st day of Christmas, that we should remove the Christmas decoration. I know that I have seen some people don't remove the Christmas decoration at all. And yeah, keep it all year round. I don't know. I like Christmas decoration, but I like it most seasonal. So when I lived in my home country, at this point, I usually had removed all the Christmas decoration, and I had put in some, yes, something that would give me a little springly feeling, even though we are still in midwinter. But with that said, let's look at the cards with the messages for the upcoming week. So, as you can see, I pulled out some oracle cards, messages at the back, something that Spirit wants you to focus on throughout the upcoming week, or maybe this is something that you are feeling, or maybe this is something that you are working on at the current moment. Now, while I was setting up the camera and preparing this reading, I suddenly came across my mind about New Year's resolutions. In my home country, where I'm originally from, I know that each and every January we have magazines and programs, etc., that are encouraging us to make a change, especially in January. You know, lose weight is one of the top priorities, of course. Number two is maybe quit smoking. And in my home country, we have some disgusting things called snus. That is some kind of tobacco that you put under your lip. And you suck this tobacco and nicotine, and it gets straight into your bloodstream. So that is actually a much larger problem within my home country now than smoking. So yeah, with that said, to me, it's it's just a stupid thing. I must be as honest as that, because you have just changed the substitute from smoking to another thing. So the best thing is to just remove it totally from yourself. But I know it's difficult, but admit it for yourself that you have quit smoking, but you haven't quit the addiction, right? So with that said, New Year's resolution. What is your New Year's resolution? Write it in the comments if you want. Yeah. My New Year's, some of my New Year's resolution is, of course, getting even more into my intuition and even more into my channeling and even more connected with God, universe, my higher self. I'm not sure who sends me all these messages. I like to think it's Mother Mary, Virgin Mary, La Virgen, which I'm channeling and making videos, posting here on YouTube. But it was a comment that was saying that you are a medium and that these messages couldn't come from Mother Mary. But why? Why couldn't these messages come from her spirit? A medium is a person like me who channel the energy of the messages that spirit on the other side of the veil that we can't see with our bare eyes, that they want us to hear, to give us hope, for the future, to give us hope in the moment, and give us comfort when we need it. And that is my intention with all my readings, that I give you hope and I give you comfort when you need to hear it. So with that said, it was a little bit off the side, but let's look at the cards now. So, beloved one, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So for me, at least for me, the spiritual soulmate relationship is something I'm working towards, because I have a community on Facebook. Still, it's in my native tongue. I hope to expand this, but it's a subscriber, a paying group, and of course it can be maybe expensive for some people, but I really hope to expand this and get more subscribers and get more people into this group. Not only because I earn money from it, but because I want people to see the possibilities and expand themselves. Yeah, see that there are, give them hope, as I said. So next, spread your wings. Don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Yeah, new week, new opportunities. If you are finished with all the bank holidays, as I was talking about in the intro, this is the moment to take action, whatever you want to do. Write an application for a job that you have been thinking about, maybe starting writing a book, starting to write this article, open a a home page, starting on whatever project, I don't know. But the timing is perfect now. Start. Let's look at the last one. Breathe. Okay. So yeah, release old patterns. We just had the weekend that passed. We just had the full moon in Cancer. And Cancer are extremely sensitive zodiac sign and extremely family oriented sign. And that can be also a blessing, and it can be the other one. It can be a curse. Because if you are very focused on what the family interest and what the family think, and forget about yourself, that can be consuming energy, of course. So it's time to awaken your energy towards yourself and release old patterns. Maybe there is a pattern, ancestral pattern within the feminine side, maybe, that you what is it called? Yeah, self-sacrifice. That you are self-sacrificing your own needs, especially if you have young children. Yeah, and maybe there is an ancestral thing that the feminine side, the women in your family, are self-sacrificing, maybe self-sacrificing, especially within their own development and career. And if there is something about this, the timing is perfect. Don't hold back. If you want to, for example, start a business, you have been a stay-at-home mom, for example, and yeah, your kids are maybe at the age that they can be at home alone, or maybe the eldest one can look after the younger, I don't know, something like that. Or maybe you want to pay for a babysitter, I don't know. but you maybe want to go to school, or maybe you want to start a business, or you just want to get out of the house and work, to get your own money, to get your own finances. Either way, it's time now to release this bad consciousness. Your children won't thank you. Of course, they think it's of course comfortable that you are at home, and they know that you will be in the house when they come home from school, etc., etc. But you are bereaving them from responsibility. You're bereaving them from responsibility, because when they come home, especially if they are in their teens and they come home and there's no one home, they have to sort their time out themselves. They have to make their own food. They have to structure their own time and maybe do some chores, right? So I think it's a good thing. And this is, of course, releasing the old pattern, especially ancestral within the feminine line. And again, we have this Seven of Swords energy that we had very recently. Which reading was that? Was it Hello January? I think it was Hello January. I don't recall, because sometimes it's, when I'm channeling, it's all a blur. But nevertheless, the deceitful energy. Someone is not truthful, and you know it. Something is not truthful. It's time for you to act. Act upon your own future. It's time for act upon your own future, and maybe there are someone that are not truthful. Maybe it's your spouse. I really don't hope so. For your sake. Maybe this is the spiritual soulmate relationship. Maybe there are someone that you thought were a friend. It turns out not to be a friend after all. So yeah. So we pull out 5 cards, one for each day of the work week from Monday to Friday, of course. So we have Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. And can we get Friday? Yes. Thank you, thank you. Nice, nice. So I push a little bit up so we can fortunately see everything. And we start on Monday. Death. The transformative energy. Maybe you take action with this. You're ready to soar. Spread your wings. Yeah. Ready to take action. The transformation is starting on Monday. Whatever this is. Maybe this is a work situation. Maybe you have put off something within your work, and that because of all the holidays. Yeah, and you have to finish this project now. Ooh, the moon. Okay, we just had, as I said, when I'm filming this, we have the full moon in Cancer, and we are now entering into the waning gibbous moon phase. The waning gibbous moon is when the moon is starting to shrink more and more, and up until next Saturday, the upcoming Saturday, the 10th, where we have the last quarter moon in the zodiac sign of Libra. So there is something that maybe you are feeling that you have so many projects going on now that you feel almost like you're sinking emotionally. Feel a little bit drained, and of course when we are going into this waning moon phase, we can feel more and more drained within ourselves. Maybe you're tired after the holidays. It's a little bit strange to say that you are tired after having days off, but I know for myself previously in my yeah, almost said in my youth. but yeah, previously when my children were younger and we had full house within the Christmas, and yeah, I had a full-time job. Yeah, I literally felt drained when January came, because of so much socializing and so much yeah, things that you usually don't do, with all the parties and keeping the house tidy all the time. Yeah. You know, I like normal days, ordinary days, because it's a much more relaxing energy. But of course, it's nice to celebrate something special, and don't get me wrong. So let's see, Wednesday. The Chariot moving fast forward. Wow. So of course this is the Epiphany, the El Día de los Reyes, and here we have the bank holiday, but the next day it's a normal day, and yeah, you are determined to move forward now with haste. With haste. Okay. Thursday, Queen of Swords. Interesting. Looking out of your on your kingdom, and yeah, admiring your prestige. Admiring your prestige. What you have achieved so far. Admiring what you have achieved so far. This reminds me a little bit about the movie Kill Bill. You know, the legendary scene in Kill Bill volume number 1, when she goes after this Chinese American woman that is living in Japan and has become a Japanese mafioso. It's legend. This is the legendary scene with the yellow suit, sports suit, and the samurai sword. Yeah, maybe you're determined like this. What is it? Black Mamba? It was that her name? Black Mamba? I really love that those two movies. It's one of my little favorites, and Uma Thurman, she plays this role greatly. And as I said in another video, unfortunately we don't have so much female action heroes. We have, of course, Linda Hamilton in Terminator, and we have Sigourney Weaver from Alien. But yeah, and then a long period of time, and then boom, Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. So we need more female action heroes, and this woman here reminds me of her. She's taking action. She's an action hero in her own life. Let's look at the last one. Friday, celebrating with friends. Yeah, maybe there is something the upcoming weekend that you are celebrating with your friends, with family. I don't know. Celebrating again. Maybe it's your birthday. I've forgotten to say happy birthday to lately to those who have birthday throughout these days. Maybe you just want to go out and have some fun after looks like a little tough week. Lot of things going on throughout this week. So with that said, entering into the weekend, we have the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So yeah, being magnified, magnetized, being attractive. Yeah, you are within your ace. You are within your ace the upcoming weekend. So yeah, maybe because you have determined to be the action hero in your own life. Okie dokie. I wish you all the best for this upcoming week, and I hope this reading was helpful, and I see you again in another very, very soon. Bye.